Hi everyone, and thanks for joining us today. Our webinar will begin in just a moment, but we wanted to share this video of Jenny from Colombia sharing her cultural exchange experiences. So here is her story.
I'm Jenny. I'm from Bogota, Colombia, and I teach Spanish for the DLI program. Colombia is a country for friendly and warm people. Bogota is the capital city in which you can join together and celebrate culture and traditions. In Colombia, we try to teach students to be really respectful with your teachers, with your parents, and everyone who help you and provide support. When I came here, I teach them how to be friendly with everyone and try to respect each other and try to help each other as well because we are really friendly people. I think that learning another language helps them to improve their thinking skills and they are a little bit more flexible because we have seen here that the students who are in the program are getting better results than the ones that are in a regular classroom. I led a cultural activity for my students in which I explained the most important traditions for my culture. My parents helped me to do it. We cook empanadas. It's one of the homemade snack that you can find in Colombia everywhere. The other one is arepas. I brought the arepa that my daddy learned from the natural region, that is Boyacá. And the song that I dance, in the lyrics we said that we really love Colombia and we really love where we are from. I have a couple of students who are from Colombia, and actually one of them brought an artifact that I have there on the table. And when I start talking about my culture, they start making connections at hand. Probably, I think that they feel important because most of the Hispanic students that I have here are from Mexico or from other countries, but they feel that they are not alone here in this city. When you learn about a different culture, just reading books, you can get some information, but when you really know a Colombian people, they get excited, they can interact, they can try tests, and at the end they really enjoy it. From my perspective, cultural exchange allows us to interact with this diverse and challenging world in which we live. I think that is the most important part, that helps us to understand that everyone is different and we need to respect that differences and try to see with empathy what the others see about the world and how they learn and how they live in their society.
Hi everyone, and welcome to our informational webinar, Teaching in the USA with Educational Partners International. We are Educational Partners International, but we often call ourselves EPI for short, so I will be calling us that throughout today's presentation. My name is Jessica, and I work as a content coordinator for Educational Partners International. I'm from the mountains of North Carolina, and before working with EPI, I taught English at the community college level, and I'm really excited to be working for a company that combines my passion for education with my passion for cultural exchange. Today I will be talking about what we do and how you can apply. We also want you to take this opportunity to ask any questions that you have about our program. You can ask them in the comment box and we will answer them throughout the presentation. Please keep in mind that we won't be able to answer questions about your specific application for privacy reasons. All of those should be emailed to team@teachwithepi.com. So today's webinar is a general introduction to EPI. By the end of this presentation, we hope you will understand our mission and know the benefits both in program and after you leave the United States. So the first question that most people have is, what is EPI? And you can answer this question in a lot of ways, but first and foremost, we are a cultural exchange program that brings international teachers to the U.S. to teach. Officially, EPI is designated as a sponsor for an exchange visitor program. We've become a world leader in cultural exchange, helping hundreds of teachers from around the world to come to the U.S. to teach. Teachers in our program are currently in North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, and Florida. We place teachers in all subjects taught in K-12 schools, so that means not only foreign languages and English as a second language, but also math, science, art, special education, elementary education, and many more. While we work with schools across the southern United States, our home office is in the mountains of North Carolina, which you can see in the photo on your screen. We would love to know where you are from too, so please take the time to tell us in the comments. And wherever you are joining us from, thank you so much for watching today. So in order to understand the importance of U.S. cultural exchange, you may need to know more about its history. Much of the cultural exchange movement in the U.S. was started by Senator J. William Fulbright. He was passionate about strengthening U.S. international relations and saw cultural exchange as a good way to accomplish this. You're probably familiar with his name because he created the Fulbright Program, which is a famous international education scholarship. After creating the Fulbright program, he developed and passed the Fulbright-Hays Act. The purpose of this act was to increase mutual understanding between the people of the United States and the people of other countries. The Fulbright-Hays Act was signed by President John F. Kennedy in 1961 and led to the creation of cultural exchange programs like EPI across the United States. So EPI offers cultural exchange opportunities specifically for teachers from other countries to come to the United States. Cultural exchange means that our teachers come to the U.S. to share their culture and then return to their home country so that they can share what they have learned about the United States. You will be able to do that through 2 cultural exchange projects that you will complete every year that you're an EPI teacher. Our program lasts for 3 years. After you have finished the program, you will return to your home country for 2 years. And those 2 years where you go back home are important because that is when you are really going to complete our cultural exchange mission. Of course, we want to help you come to the U.S. to share your culture, but we are also interested in you returning home and sharing your experience in the United States with other people in your home country. That is because EPI believes sharing knowledge across cultures and venues improves understanding among teachers, students, administrators, and members of the communities in which we live. This is the whole reason why we do this program. Your ability to bring your culture to the United States and then take U.S. culture back home with you is what true cultural exchange is about. Exchanging knowledge and information between cultures so that we can understand each other better as a global community. So what does this kind of cultural exchange look like? Being an EPI teacher means that you will live and teach in the United States, fully immersed in U.S. culture while sharing your culture with your students here. Today we have a couple of examples of the projects our teachers have created to share their culture with their U.S. communities. Li Wei from China brought the Chinese Lantern Festival to her students in the United States. Together, they made paper lanterns and put on a performance that included a fashion show of traditional Chinese clothing, the dragon dance, and a play featuring animals of the Chinese zodiac. Sasha and Silvana were awarded a grant to create a multicultural space in their school's cafeteria. With the grant, they hung flags of 21 different nations in the school. They also hung clocks set to the time zones of the countries. So as you can see, we provide many opportunities for you to share your culture with your school here in the United States, and there are many different ways that you can do this. You will have the ability to find what you are truly passionate about and share that with your students. So now that you have more of a background on who we are and what we do, it's time to talk about what benefits you get from participating in our program. So, the most obvious benefit is that you will get to encounter new cultural experiences, experience life in the US, and share your culture with people who would not normally experience it. Your students here may not know very much at all about life in your home country, and you will get to share things with them that they would have never known otherwise. By doing this, you have an opportunity to make a positive impact for students all over the world. Also, one of the most important things that we offer you is personal and professional support during your time in the United States. We think teacher support is a major part of this whole process and one of the most important things that we do. We are invested in your success, so we are available as a resource for you even after you arrive in the US. So let's talk more in depth about the type of support that we offer our teachers. As soon as you are placed in a school, one of our dedicated and trained support team members will contact you to help guide you in the process of moving to the U.S. The relationship between you and the support team is an important one and will continue throughout your time as an EPI teacher. They will be able to provide you with professional development resources as well as one-on-one instructional and cultural coaching. At EPI, we understand that American students need the international perspective that teachers like you bring, and we are dedicated in doing all we can to help you deliver it. So, EPI is a program that not only provides benefits while you are here, but also when you return to your home country. The experiences and professional development that you will have while in the United States is something that you will carry with you your whole life. Once you are done with our program, you will be able to go home with a new perspective that will enrich your personal and professional life. Also, participating in this program means that you are now a world educator. You are a teacher who has taught students from multiple countries all over the world. Experiences like these are truly life changing, and you will not be the same kind of teacher that you were before you came here, which we consider to be one of the major benefits of participating in our program. So, before we finish talking about the benefits that EPI has to offer, here is what some of our teachers have to say about their time in the United States. Arca Beth from the Philippines says, I am enjoying my job as a science teacher and sharing Philippine culture with my students and colleagues who are very interested to know about my country. I cannot ask for more and am very grateful to EPI for giving me the chance to experience this once in a lifetime opportunity. Daniel from Australia says EPI has been the most approachable, supportive, and worthwhile company. They know when to provide valuable assistance and when to let me grow and develop as an educator on my own. The process can be rigorous, but EPI is there to help every step of the way. To hear more from our teachers, visit our Facebook page. We've posted several videos of our teachers talking about their cultural exchange experiences. We also post teacher stories on our website, teachwithepi.com. Okay, so now we will be taking time to address questions. If you have not submitted yours yet, please ask them now. We will be answering all of your questions in the comment section today. So here are some of the most common questions we get at EPI. Lots of applicants want to know how long the EPI program is, and we are a 3-year program. People also ask, is there an application fee? The answer is no, there is no application or placement fee. There are other costs associated with your application, such as obtaining your diploma or transcripts, but EPI will never charge you an application or a placement fee. Another question we often get is there an age limit? So no, there is no age limit. As long as you meet our basic requirements, you can join EPI regardless of your age. So some of those requirements are that you are currently teaching with at least 2 years full-time teaching experience, you have the equivalent of a U.S. bachelor's degree, and you have advanced English skills. We also have some other questions that have been on our applicants' minds more recently. Most people want to know, is EPI still accepting applications? So yes, EPI is continuing to accept and process applications. You can apply by visiting our website teachwithepi.com. For more information about what our application process looks like at this time, please email our admissions team at team@teachwithepi.com. Another question that applicants have is, can I put my application on hold? And yes, you are able to start your application and later put it on hold if you need to. There is no obligation to continue once you have started. You can then choose to resume your application at a time that is better for you and your personal situation. Finally, our applicants have been wondering, how does EPI support teachers during times of uncertainty or emergencies? So we always prioritize the safety of our program members and provide support for any situations that may arise while they're in the United States. For example, since the outbreak of COVID-19, we have been monitoring the situation, providing detailed guidance for our teachers, and operating at a normal capacity so that we can be available for all of our program members. So now that you know more about us, the question is EPI right for you? Here we have listed some of the basic requirements for our program. So EPI teachers must have a bachelor's degree, have at least 2 years full-time teaching experience, be currently teaching, and have advanced English skills. So if that sounds like it applies to you, go to teachwithepi.com and start your application. The first step is to go to our website, teachwithepi.com, and select the Apply button. After you answer the eligibility question and click Submit, you will be able to make an account with your email address and start your application. If you have already started the application process, be sure that you are checking your email regularly for updates about your status. In closing, I would like to share this quote from John F. Kennedy that I feel illustrates the importance of cultural exchange education. If we believe in the ability of people to make an intelligent judgment, they can't do that without the best education, and they can't get the best education without the best teachers. Knowledge is international, peace is international, indivisible. Much like Kennedy talks about here, at EPI we hope to build a foundation of peace and understanding through global education. So that's all for today, everyone. If you are interested in viewing our previous videos or signing up for our upcoming webinars, go to teachwithepi.com/webinars and sign up for our mailing list. Also, be sure to follow us on Facebook to learn about our upcoming events, as well as to hear more from our current teachers. If you have any more questions, be sure to email us at team@teachwithepi.com. On behalf of everyone at EPI, thanks for joining us and have a great day, everyone.